guys, welcome to Plot Addiction. Today I'm going to talk about my top 20 3DS games. So just so you know, this is my personal pick. And after that, I'm probably going to give some honorable mentions about other games that I like. And some new 3DS games that are going to come out that I'm really interested in. So let's start up. My number 20 is Shin Megami Tensei 4. The reason why it's so far on the list is because it's really hard and you have to grind and a lot of demons and fuse them, and I don't know, I put like 2 to 3 hours in and I'm still in the first dungeon. Like it's a little bit too much for me. Number 19 is Kid Icarus Uprising. The reason why this one is a little bit lower too is because I played a few missions in one sitting, and your hand gets, like your wrist gets, like it hurts so much after a while. Like the controls are really awkward, but it's a good game though. Like the graphics are incredible, the story is alright, and yeah, I love the gameplay. It's amazing. Number 18 is Sonic Boom. Now I know on the Wii U, there was a lot of negative things on this game because of the glitches, and you know Sonic is having a little of a bad reputation lately. But this one holds up pretty well. It's a platformer. There's a lot of secrets, you know, for replayability, and this is what I like from a game. So yeah, it's the levels are pretty long, and that's what I like. Number 17, it's actually a digital one. It's Wright Trilogy. So it's the 3 games that releases on the DS a while back. They put it on the 3DS with 3D graphics, and I'm at the second game right now, and it's really good. It's different. It's kind of a graphic novel where you have to. So yeah, you're in a tourney, and you're trying to give the not guilty verdict to some people that you're friend with and stuff like that. You know, like you believe in them, and you're trying to figure out what to do. So the next one is Super Mario 3D Land. Now that's a must. I mean, it's Mario, right? So what you have to do is you have to save Princess Peach, of course. So what I like about it is the 3D effect. Like it's incredible, and it's coming back to kind of like Mario 64, where you have to go in the stage in the 3D and get 3 stars. You don't have to, but the star coins are you have to get a certain amount to unlock the stages, and you know it's something you have to do to get. Next one is Donkey Kong Country Return 3D. I don't have the original case, but I have the cartridge. So it's returning back to its root from Donkey Kong Country, and this is what I like about it. Let me tell you something, it's a hard game. Jeez, you have to get ready for that. And you know, like what I like about the 3DS is there's a lot of there's a lot of secrets in a lot of games, and this gives a lot of replayability, and that's what I like. So yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Next one is Fantasy Life. The reason why this one is a little low is because it's really fun. It's just there's so much storytelling, and it's dragging, and after a while you just get tired. Like, and there's those life that you can choose, and you have to level them up, and it takes like a really long time. And RNG, don't get me started with RNG, especially with the fish. Next one is Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So this one I really like. There's a lot of hours that I put it in. You have to hunt those monsters. Well, they look like dinosaurs. That's what, for me, it's dinosaurs, but just call them monsters, whatever. And yeah, you beat those monsters to get material, and with those materials you craft weapons to fight stronger monsters, and you know, so on and so forth. I hope I can finish it eventually, but it's a really long game. You gotta try harder. Next one is Codename STEAM. This game is made by Intelligent System, I think, creators of Fire Emblem. So it's really unique. Like, there's been a lot of negative things about that game, but I don't know why. It's kind of Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3. You have to move those all those guys to fight aliens that invaded the United States. I know it's pretty cheesy, but it's good. I mean, it's strategy. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? Next one, well, I talked about it. Fire Emblem Awakening. So that is intelligent system, and it's a really good game. It holds up to the Fire Emblem series. The first one that I played was on the Game Boy Advance, like the self-titled one, Fire Emblem. And what I like about it is it's a big update. Like it's 3D and the graphics are amazing. I love the cutscenes. The cutscenes are like crafted. They're incredible. You have to give it a look. So next one is Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds. I don't have the game. Unfortunately, I beat it though, so I know it's good. I even read it on a little paper and did a little Triforce to show you that this is one of a good game that I like. What is it? It's almost the same dungeons as The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, but there's a different twist in it. You can like merge in the wall and do the dungeon with that. And I really liked it. It's actually the first and only Zelda game that I've ever finished. I'm not really into Zelda, but this one got me hooked. So the next one is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I really like the first Luigi Mansion on the GameCube, and this one it holds up very well. It's the same mechanic. What's different is that there's different stages. So you finish a stage, you go back in the hub, you take another stage, then you finish it, you go back in the hub. So it's really good for portable, since you can finish a mission, then stop and get another game going and go back in. And yeah, so what you have to do is you have to hunt ghosts, and there's little puzzles in here and there that you have to do. Next up is Theater Rhythm, Final Fantasy Curtain Call. So this is a rhythm game, kind of like a Guitar Hero, but like it's a lot less than Guitar Hero. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy music, and you have to go with these beats, press the button when you have to, and I mean, I'm a big Final Fantasy music fan. You know, Nobuo Uematsu, he's the best. And yeah, I hope that you get a chance to try that. It's a good fan service game. Next up is Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Now, I mean, Super Smash Bros. Is incredible. Like, I had the Nintendo 64 one, the GameCube one. I haven't had a chance to try the Wii one, but yeah, this one is great. I mean, if you like to collect trophies in the game, it's great. What I like about it is that there's accomplishments that you can do. It's little side missions that you have to do to unlock some stuff like hats and characters, I think. Anyway, so it's a bunch of Nintendo characters that goes in one game, and they beat each other up, and you have to win. It's like Mortal Kombat, I guess, if you can compare it to something, but a lot less. Anyway, you have to give it a try. Next up is Resident Evil Revelations. Now, the graphics in this game is incredible. For the 3DS, I mean, graphic on the 3DS are not that good, but yeah, this one is, I think it's the best graphics in this game. And what I like about it is that it brings back the roots of Resident Evil. Like, you know, Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, they were pretty action type, but this one it's scary as hell, and you have to go in these little corridors, and it's scary. You have to try it out. So next up is Pokemon X. The story is okay. I mean, it is the same thing as every other Pokemon game. You have to do all those gyms and collect all the badges, and then beat up the Elite Four at the end. What I like about it is the new graphics. When you fight Pokemon, it's now in 3D. Yeah, and after I finished the game, you had to collect all those 600 and some Pokemon. I'm at 150 some Pokemon, and it's taking a long time. I hope I get to get them all and then start the next one. Next up is Xenoblade Principles 3D. Now, this game is crazy. Like, the worlds are big. It's incredible. Like, the gameplay is like a MMORPG where you have to wait your turn to fight a monster, then fight you, and then fight you back. And the story is really good. I hope you get a chance to try that. So number 3 is Bravely Default. As I mentioned in another video, I finished this game and I'm done with it. I had about 60 hours in it. So it's an RPG. It looks like the old Final Fantasy type of game where you have magic, you have to fight, but there's these default and brave abilities that you can do, which gives you extra turns, but gives you less stuff. And it's a great way to play it different for me. I really liked it. Why it took me 60 hours to beat it is because I put it on hard, and yeah, it's hard. But I had to go up to level 99, and I had a hard time to beat the last boss. You have to really work on your drop system. That's the way you have to do that game. Next up is a new game. It's Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. Now, wow, what a good game! Like, you go online with 2 other people, and you have to figure out those dungeons, like how to beat the dungeon, go to another level. And it's not like the other Zelda, that I have to tell you. Some people were disappointed about that. But yeah, it's like I started playing a few days ago and I got hooked. I just can't stop playing that. I have to finish it really soon because I have one last dungeon and then I'm finished and then I have those little challenges that I have to do. Replayability, the best thing in the world. Number 1. Now you guys might be surprised by that because there's been a lot of people who doesn't like that game. It's Legend of Legacy. Now this is a successor to Sega Frontier, and I'm a big fan of Sega Frontier. It's a big successor to the Saga game. And Sega Frontier I've been playing a lot. It's nostalgic to me. I had Sega Frontier 2 the day it released, and I played it like a bunch. Like, I can't tell you. I like the way you level up. It's kind of a little bit randomly, but if you fight bigger monsters, your stats increase, and so on and so forth. I finished this game in a week. I really liked it, and then I started a new game. I can't wait to finish them all with all 7 characters. It's good. I'm gonna give you some honorable mentions. Most of them I didn't put it in my top 20. One reason is because I don't like them as much as those, and 2 could be because I never played them yet. So let's start with this one. Tales of the Abyss. The reason I didn't put it in is because it's a really generic RPG in my opinion. The Tales of game, they're great, but after a while you get really tired of playing it. I bought it because it's an RPG and I'll eventually finish it. Next up is Star Fox 64 3D. So that's a 64 game and I've played a lot of it in my younger days, and I decided not to put it in the top 20 because I'm getting a little bit tired of it. So yeah, I'm not playing a lot of it anymore, but I kept it because I think it's becoming a rare piece, and just want to make sure that if I want to play, I have it. Next up is Professor Levin and the Miracle Mask. This is a little fun. It's okay because if you want to work your brain out, it's a lot of little mini games with puzzles to do, and it requires a lot of thinking. It's alright, the story is alright. I stopped playing it after like 3 or 4 hours because I got tired of it. Next up is Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I got it for 20 bucks in the pawn shop. I had to get it even if I wasn't going to play yet because it's very cheap. And the reason why I didn't start playing it because I want to finish to get all the Pokemons that I can in Pokemon X, and then start this game and get all the Pokemon that I'm missing. Next up is The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I tried it on the 64, but I didn't try it on the 3DS yet, so we'll see how it goes. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Now I played this game not a lot on the 64, but I tried my best to play it on the 3DS, and it's not really my cup of tea. There's some puzzles that just doesn't make sense to me. I was searching and couldn't find what to do, so I had to look at walkthroughs, and I feel like it's a waste of time looking at walkthroughs for a game because it's ruining the game for me. So I just stopped playing, and I'll probably start again eventually. So next up is Kingdom Hearts 3D. So I didn't try this one yet, but I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. What I want to do is I have all the other Kingdom Hearts. I want to finish them all again, and then I'll start this one and see how it is because the third one is going to release eventually. Okay, and last one in the well, no, it's not the last one. Never mind. So this one is Animal Crossing New Leaf. So this one didn't put it in because it's Animal Crossing. I played a lot of the GameCube one, and then I bought this one, and it's just the same thing. I just get tired of it after a while. It's just the same thing over and over, and it's not my kind of game anymore. And the other one is digital. It's Etrian Odyssey Until Millennium Girl. So that's a good one. It's an RPG and it's really hard. It's fun, and this added a story that I started on the 3DS. I have a digital copy, so I don't have it in my hands, and I can't wait to play it more because it's really hard, but it's fun. Like you have to make those little maps on the screen, and I really like it. All right, so this was my list. There's a few games that I can't wait for it to be released. Like they look really good. There's a Yokai Watch. It's kind of like Pokemon, but it's a new trend. I want to try it. I tried the demo and it looks good. Next up is Stellar Glow. It's a tactics game. I think it's a successor to another game. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, I want to try it. I tried the demo and it looks good also. It's good. And after that, there's Rogia, the Sky Soldier. Now this was supposed to be released on the Wii a long time ago, but they dragged the release date for a while, and so it's releasing next month, I think. I can't wait for it. It's by Sega. It looks like Sonic, and I'm a fan of Sonic, so I can't wait. And the last one that I'm looking for it is Final Fantasy Explorers. It looks like some kind of, for me, it brings me Crystal Chronicles memories where you're a group of people and you have to fight monsters, and I like it. So guys, this was my video for my top 20 plus honorable mentions and upcoming 3DS games. I hope you liked it, and I hope you bear with me with my setup. Hope you like it. See you next time.